Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj. I'm gonna get straight to the point here, try not to spend too much time on this one, but obviously the talk of the town, everybody is conversating about Lonzo Ball's debut game. As we know, the most hyped up prospect in maybe NBA history. I mean, not really because of his talents, but because of his father, LeVar Ball. We know the story. I don't have to elaborate too far on that. We all know. However, everybody's talking about this debut game. Whatever happened in it, we all knew that everybody would be talking about it. And since he pretty much didn't deliver a thing, it's everybody's business to jump to these conclusions about what type of player Lonzo Ball is going to be now because of last night. It's just like determining his complete future. And, if you guys know me, if you guys watch my videos, I'm not that high on Lonzo Ball. Do I think he's going to be a draft bust? Not in the traditional sense, but do I think that it's even possible for him to live up to the hype that's been put out there by everybody, that people think that he can be the next great LA Laker? Do I think that's even possible? No, I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't even think it's possible that he becomes this generational talent because of just what I've seen from him. He's not built like a generational talent. I know that the 6'6" point guard idea is something that you can take and use in his advantage, but Lonzo Ball is still skinny. He has to bulk up. He's got to get his jump shot right. He's got to get his defense right. The thing that he has down right now is his floor general ability and playmaking, which is great, but I don't understand this insane stretches that we're hearing. He's gonna be the next Magic Johnson. Come on, just stop saying that. Everybody needs to stop with that. Yes, he could be a good player. I don't think he's gonna be an all-star. I think he's gonna be a solid player in the league, but we really need to stop acting like there's this plateau that he needs to hit, and that level is just so high, and he's got to be insanely good to get there. I don't think that's fair. He's the second overall pick in the draft. Let him, shape the player that he's going to be. Now, enough of that. I just wanted to get that off my chest. But in terms of last night, we saw him, I believe he had 3 points, 9 rebounds, I should say, I think. 4 assists, 2 turnovers. He was 1 of 6 from the field. His only make being a 3-pointer. And the Lakers got absolutely obliterated by the Clippers. The final score might not be, indicative of what happened in the game, but they were damn near down 40 at one point, and then when all the scrubs came in, the Lakers outscored the Clippers at the end, but, they got destroyed. They got hammered, and it wasn't Lonzo's fault they got hammered, okay? Let me just say that. The Clippers, first of all, are a far superior team than the Lakers, okay? I don't want to hear all this hype. The Lakers have so many more headlines this season coming in than the Clippers. No one's really talking about the Clippers, but everyone's talking about the Lakers because of Lonzo Ball. And then you got Brandon Ingram, and they traded D'Angelo Russell and Kyle Kuzma. It's everybody's expecting fireworks. It's just not going to happen this year, okay? They need years to turn into that team, okay? They got some decent pickups, KCP, Brook Lopez, etc. But everybody thinks that it's just going to be poof, magic, they're good now. It's not going to be like that, and Lonzo Ball is a part of that. He's not going to be Mr. Triple-Double, Mr. 10 assists first game, Mr. already elite. Off the bat. He's just not going to be that guy, and it's going to take time, and yes, he had a rough game. Did he have the worst game on his team? No. Brandon Ingram should be the topic of conversation because he's the guy that's been gassed up so much through the preseason and talking about, I think I can really take the next step. Magic Johnson saying he might lead us in scoring. He should lead us in scoring. And he's thinking, look, I talking about KD, like he can be the next KD. He went 3 of 15 in 30 plus minutes and was terrible. Okay, he had an awful game. Worse than Lonzo Ball, that's for sure. Not only because he was that bad, but just because he's in his second year. He knows what's up. He's been in the NBA. Lonzo Ball, after sitting out 4 preseason games, coming in not looking in game shape, you can give him a pass unless he goes like 1 of 20 and commits like 10 turnovers. All right, that's exaggerating a little bit, but he had a bad game on paper, and let's just say he had a bad game. Does his game mean anything? Well, I mean, he did start, what was it, like 2 of 20? He had like some awful game. I think it was like 3 of 20 in the preseason. His preseason debut, he was awful. And he came back and he won the preseason MVP. So we got to wait it out. We got to wait 10 games, 20 games, 30 games and see what he's doing then. And then we can start to form a conclusion. Don't do it yet because there's still time. But honestly, what did anybody really expect? He's a young kid. He's 19. He has to play his debut game in front of everybody at Staples Center waiting to see him. It's a big deal. And not only that, but he hasn't played in a few weeks. He's not in basketball shape. And his first matchup is Patrick Beverley. I mean, that screams disaster. All of those circumstances, the chips are stacked against him. And Patrick Beverley owned him. He did. He absolutely destroyed him. He was all over him. He was in his head. And, maybe some extra motivation from having to take on Lonzo Ball. And yeah, he absolutely owned that matchup and had a great game. Lonzo Ball, of course, was a victim of Patrick Beverley's. However, we gotta just keep watching. Patrick Beverley, he is the worst player. If you're a point guard and you have to go up against Patrick Beverley, he is the absolute last guy you want to see guarding you. And everybody knows this. He is a hounding, tough, strong, wild defensive player that isn't afraid of anyone or anything. And you knew he wanted to stick it to Lonzo Ball. Everybody did, and it's exactly what he did. So, that happened. I can't understand why people are acting like Lonzo Ball was going to go out there and drop 30 points. I know that he's being really overhyped by people, with these Magic comparisons, but honestly, I think everybody needs to relax. Keep watching him, see what he does. He's obviously the talk of the town in the NBA right now. He's one of the most covered players. Everybody's going to be talking about anything he does. So, he's obviously a huge deal. And that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is Lonzo Ball's debut a sign of things to come? Does it really mean anything? Does he get a pass because of the circumstances? Also, the Lakers were playing garbage that game. I already said that, but come on. Lonzo Ball had a bad game, but so did everyone else. Let's be real. Anyway, that's going to do it. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.